Hey, what's up everyone? Hope everyone is well. I'm finally back with an After Effects tutorial, and if you guys have seen my previous tutorials, you know I like to start in Adobe Illustrator to design something, then switch over to After Effects to animate it, and that's what we're gonna do today as well, with creating this cool looking map marker that will wiggle from left to right. You won't need any external plugins. I do like to use Overlord for this to transfer from Illustrator to After Effects, and I do really like to use Ease and Whiz, which is free. This really helps me to quickly turn a motion into a smooth looking motion, but of course this isn't necessary, and I'll show both ways, so let's get into it. So let's start in Adobe Illustrator and start by creating a circle. Duplicate the circle, so Command C, Command F, scale it down a little and change the color to white. Then we need to create a rectangle and an anchor point at the bottom. And close this path. Do the same on the left side, delete this anchor point, hit P to select the pen tool and close this part as well. And now we can just scale it a little bit. And I always like to make this point a little smoother, so use the corner widget tool and only select this point and drag it in a little bit. And voila, there we go. Now align it to the artboard and finally create this circle that we will use as a shadow. So something like this. Now in order to transfer this to Adobe After Effects, I normally use Overlord, which is an awesome plugin, and with one push you can just send this to After Effects, and I will show you how this works. So in After Effects, I've already made two compositions. One for the marker, it's just basic 1080p settings, and one for the wiggle, which has the same settings. So let's start in the map marker composition, and let's see what happens when I transfer this with Overlord. So just push this button, and boom, there's everything we need. Of course, I'm assuming you don't have it, so let's just do this manually. And let's start by creating a few solids. So one is white for the inner circle. One is black for the marker itself. And the shadow I'm actually gonna do in the other composition. So let's just start with the marker and the circle. So use the marker. Let me just use the pathfinder to merge these two parts, like so. Select it, copy it, go to After Effects and hit Command V. And now for the inner circle, let me move this to the back. Do the same, so Command C, Command V. And of course we have to move this to the top in order to see it. And we have to change the position a little bit. That's the marker. Now you have to go to the wiggle composition and just drag in the map marker composition. And in this composition, we're going to create a new solid for the shadow. So create a black solid, copy this object, Command V, change the opacity to, let's say 50, and just move it down. And the final step is to animate this map marker, and we're going to start by changing the anchor point to the bottom. So select this layer, go to transform and change the anchor point, drag it down like this and change the position again. There we go. And then we're going to play with the puppet tool, which is over here. Click it and click once at the bottom and once at the top. And this is so simple, guys, but it looks really cool. So go to deform, and we only have to deform the puppet pin 2. Okay, so from here, hold Command, hold Shift and arrow to the right 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and create another keyframe. And now just drag this to the left. All right, so now copy the first keyframe and do this again. So Command Shift 1, 2, 3, 4 and hit Command V. And now do this one more time, Command Shift 1, 2, 3, 4 and another keyframe, and now just drag it to the right. And now it's gonna look like this. And actually we can now delete these keyframes where it's in the center. And we're gonna make this a little smoother, so make sure to hit Easy Ease. And let's see what happens. Okay, so let's just drag these to the beginning. And just copy these. I'm just gonna duplicate it a few times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. Maybe one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. Of course you can use a loop code for this, but that's not really necessary if you're just gonna show this animation for a few seconds. So this will do. There we go. This is pretty simple, but I think it looks really cool. As a final step, maybe you want to make this pop up. So let's just create a new null object. Select both of these layers, connect them to the null object, go to the beginning of your timeline, go to scale, create a keyframe. After a second or so, create another keyframe, go back to the first one, change the scale to 0. And this is where I always use ease and whiz. Again, you can download this for free, or you can name any price you like. And just select an easing option, hit apply, make this easy ease, and let's see what happens. Boom, that's it. Super simple, but it looks super nice and it's super fun to do. And of course you can add your own icons in the center of this map marker, and of course you can add a map to the background. Go crazy with it, have fun with it, and I hope this was useful. Please let me know what you guys think, leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.